You know that feeling when a doctor lowers their voice, avoids your eyes, and says the word cancer. It does not matter how old you are. Your heart skips a beat. Suddenly, everything feels fragile. And at our age, it is not just someone else's story anymore. It has become personal. The truth is, cancer is no longer a rare guest. It is sneaking into our homes, our families, and our bodies quietly, sometimes without a single warning sign. But here is a gentle, yet powerful thought. What if there were simple, natural ways to help our bodies become stronger and more protected, even as we age? I am not talking about expensive pills or scary treatments. I am talking about nature, real, whole foods you can hold in your hand. Tiny little seeds that do not look like much but hold incredible power inside. Seeds that have been studied in laboratories. Seeds that our grandparents used without even knowing how wise they were. Seeds that, when eaten consistently, can help your cells fight back, reduce inflammation, and even lower your risk of certain cancers. In today's conversation, I will walk with you through 6 amazing seeds that science says can help support your body's natural defense system, especially after 60. They are easy to find. They are simple to use. And if you stay with me until the end, I will also show you how to make sure your body actually absorbs the nutrients from them. Because yes, that part matters too. Before we get started, I would love to know a little about you. How old are you, and where are you joining us from today? It is wonderful seeing our health community from all over the world, all ages, coming together to live stronger, longer, and better lives. All right, are you ready to open your pantry and discover the medicine hidden inside it? Let us begin with a seed that feels indulgent, but might just be your new daily protector. The luxury that protects. Macadamia nuts. Let us start with a seed that most people think of as a luxury. Macadamia nuts. For seniors like us, this humble nut might just be one of the most powerful defenders our cells can ask for. Here is why this matters. Over 75% of the fat in macadamia nuts is monounsaturated. This is the kind of fat that protects your heart, calms inflammation, and most importantly, shields your cells from the damage that leads to diseases like cancer. Inflammation is sneaky. It builds up over time, quietly damaging the DNA inside our cells. And when DNA gets hurt and does not repair well, that is when abnormal cell growth can start. What makes macadamia nuts even more special is a mineral called manganese. Just a small handful, around 10 to 12 nuts a day, gives you about 1.5 milligrams of it. And that is not just a number. Manganese plays a key role in activating your body's internal repair system. It helps your cells bounce back. It protects your DNA. It literally strengthens your body's anti-cancer defense from the inside out. And there is more good news. Macadamias are rich in phytosterols, which are plant compounds that studies have shown can slow the growth of certain cancers, especially in breast and prostate tissues. One study published in the Journal of Nutritional Biochemistry found that diets high in phytosterols were linked to a reduction in tumor growth in laboratory models. These are not just health claims. This is real science pointing to real benefits, especially important as our natural defenses start to slow down past 60. So, how do you use macadamia nuts wisely? The answer is not complicated. You do not need to cook fancy dishes. Just take a few nuts, maybe chop them, and toss them over your morning oatmeal. Blend a few into a smoothie, add them to a salad, or simply enjoy them raw as a snack in the afternoon. Because they are naturally filling, they help you avoid overeating. And unlike sugary snacks, they nourish while they satisfy. Every time you eat macadamia nuts, you are not just enjoying a nut. You are feeding your cells with the nutrients they crave, helping your body stay stronger, steadier, and more resilient. A colorful tradition with hidden power. Red watermelon seeds. You might remember this from family gatherings. A bowl of red watermelon seeds passed around during the holidays, laughter in the air, and that warm feeling of home. For many of us, these little seeds were not just snacks, they were part of the moment. But what most people never realized is that those same red seeds are more than tradition. They are a natural medicine that science is only beginning to appreciate. You see, red watermelon seeds are packed with lycopene, a bright red antioxidant, that works like a shield inside your body. It helps protect your cells from oxidative stress, which is just a fancy way of saying it stops the kind of damage that leads to cancer. In fact, just 100 grams of these seeds can contain up to 75 milligrams of lycopene. That is nearly 3 times more than a fresh tomato, which is usually praised as a top lycopene source. Lycopene is especially powerful for the prostate, lungs, and breast tissue. A 2020 review published in the journal Antioxidants showed that high lycopene intake was linked with a lower risk of several cancers, thanks to its role in preventing abnormal cell changes before they even start. But it is not just lycopene. These seeds also provide linoleic acid, an essential omega-6 fatty acid. When taken in balance, this fatty acid reduces inflammation and helps your immune system stay sharp. And if you are over 60, you know how important that is. Your immune defense becomes slower, and chronic inflammation creeps in quietly. On top of that, you are also getting a beautiful trio of magnesium, zinc, and vitamin E. These are nutrients that support cell repair, protect your tissues, and help you feel energized, not drained, after a long day. That is the kind of fuel your body deserves now more than ever. How do you enjoy them without overdoing it? Stick to about 15 to 20 grams a day, which is a small handful. Soak them for a couple of hours to soften the shells, then toast them gently in a dry pan. You can eat them whole, grind them into a powder, or even blend them into a smooth, creamy plant-based milk that is easy on the stomach. The quiet guardian. Millet. It is funny, is it not? Some of the most powerful foods we can eat are the ones that barely get noticed. Millet is one of those foods. Small, pale, and sitting quietly on the bottom shelf of the store. Most people pass it by without a second glance. But if you pause, take it home, and let it into your kitchen, you just might discover a secret weapon for your long-term health. Millet is not fancy. It does not have a bright color or a trendy name, but what it does have is a high concentration of polyphenols, plant compounds known for their strong antioxidant power. In just 100 grams, you will get up to 120 milligrams of polyphenols. That is significantly more than white rice or refined grains, which are stripped of their protective layers during processing. And these polyphenols are not just nice to have. They help protect your cells from free radicals, unstable molecules that float through your body, damaging DNA, speeding up aging, and starting the very processes that can lead to cancer. Studies like one published in Nutrition Research and Practice suggest that the polyphenolic compounds in millet may help lower the risk of colon and breast cancer, especially in older adults. But millet's benefits do not stop at antioxidants. It is also a wonderful natural source of magnesium, about 114 milligrams per 100 grams. Magnesium helps relax blood vessels, improve circulation, and regulate blood pressure. For seniors looking to support both heart and cancer protection without adding more pills to the cabinet, this is a quiet but powerful ally. And here is the best part. Millet is incredibly easy to use. You do not need to learn new recipes or follow complicated steps. Just cook it like rice. You can stir it into soups, use it as the base for grain bowls, or even mix it with a little warm milk and cinnamon for a comforting porridge in the morning. The tiny warrior. Sesame seeds. Think about the last time you sprinkled something over your stir-fry or tossed a little crunch into your salad. Was it sesame? Most likely, yes. These tiny seeds show up in our food more than we realize, not to steal the spotlight, but to quietly elevate the meal. But behind that gentle, nutty flavor lies a surprising truth. Sesame seeds carry some of the most potent natural cancer-fighting compounds known in the plant world. They may be small, but sesame seeds are packed with two unique antioxidants called sesamin and sesamolin. These are not just good-sounding names. They have been studied in depth. In a 2017 study published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, researchers found that extracts from sesame seeds could slow the growth of cancer cells, especially in cases of breast and colorectal cancer. The compounds appear to block the signals that tell abnormal cells to grow and divide, like flipping off the switch before trouble begins. If you are over 60, There is another reason sesame matters. Bone health. Aging bodies naturally lose calcium, especially in women after menopause. But here is something many people do not know. Just 100 grams of whole sesame seeds contain nearly 975 milligrams of calcium. That is more than a full glass of milk. So, while they are helping prevent cancer, they are also quietly strengthening your bones, protecting you from fractures and instability later in life. You do not need to eat a bowl of sesame to get the benefits. Just 1 or 2 tablespoons a day, about 10 to 20 grams, is enough. You can sprinkle them over oatmeal, blend them into your morning smoothie, stir them into a warm bowl of soup, or use them as a topping for roasted vegetables or grilled fish. The comforting protector. Almonds. There is something deeply comforting about almonds. Maybe it is the crunch. Maybe it is the smooth sweetness. Or maybe it is the way they have always been part of our traditions. In warm milk at bedtime, in holiday desserts, or in little glass jars gifted to family and friends. But almonds are not just a nostalgic snack. They are a proven, powerful ally when it comes to protecting your body from the silent threat of cancer. Let us start with vitamin E. Almonds are one of the richest natural sources of it, around 25 milligrams per 100 grams. And this is not just any vitamin. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant, which means it travels through your body's cells, shielding them from free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage DNA and trigger cancerous changes. Think of it like a firefighter, constantly putting out sparks before they can turn into a wildfire. A study published in the International Journal of Cancer showed that people who consumed nuts, especially almonds, regularly had a reduced risk of colon, breast, and prostate cancer. These compounds do not just offend. They actually slow the reproduction of abnormal cells, giving your immune system a chance to catch and eliminate them before they grow. Here is a tip. Soak them, let them sit in water for 6 to 8 hours before eating. This softens the skin, makes them easier to digest, and reduces something called phytic acid, a natural compound that can block your body from absorbing minerals like calcium and iron. Soaking helps unlock the almond's full nutrient potential and makes every bite more nourishing. The overlooked champion, pumpkin seeds. Now let me take you to a place most people overlook. The kitchen counter during pumpkin season. You scoop out the seeds, rinse them off, and maybe, just maybe, you roast a few. But most of the time they end up in the trash. What a waste! Because those tiny pumpkin seeds, often discarded without a thought, are some of the most powerful natural defenders against cancer you could ever eat. Let us start with zinc, a mineral that is like a repair technician inside your body. It helps rebuild damaged cells and strengthens the ones still standing. In just 100 grams of pumpkin seeds, you get about 7 milligrams of zinc, making them one of the richest natural sources available. Zinc is especially important for men over 50, not just for general immunity, but because it plays a crucial role in keeping the prostate healthy and reducing the risk of prostate cancer. What makes pumpkin seeds really shine, though, is something called phytosterols. These plant-based compounds mimic cholesterol in your gut, but instead of causing harm, they actually block the absorption of harmful cholesterol and interfere with the growth of cancer cells. Multiple studies, including one in the journal Nutrition and Cancer, show that diets rich in phytosterols are linked to lower rates of breast and colon cancers. Just a small handful, about 30 grams a day, is enough to provide your body with these protective nutrients. Sprinkle them on salads, blend them into smoothies, stir them into oatmeal, or eat them as a simple, crunchy snack. Making it all work. The absorption secret. So now you have met the 6 quiet heroes, the seeds that can help protect your body from the inside out. But here is the truth most people miss. Eating healthy foods is one thing. Absorbing their nutrients is something else entirely. It is frustrating, is it not? You try your best, you buy the good ingredients, you make the right choices, but your body does not always make the most of them. As we age, digestion slows down, absorption is not as efficient. But there is good news. With just a few small changes, you can help your body take in more of the powerful compounds these seeds offer. Let us start with heat. Many people roast seeds at high temperatures for extra crunch. But here is the problem. High heat destroys sensitive nutrients like vitamin E and omega fats, the very things your cells need to fight inflammation and cancer. Instead, go gentle. Lightly toast your seeds at about 150 to 160 degrees Celsius, that is 300 to 320 degrees Fahrenheit, for just 8 to 10 minutes. Another tip is to pair your seeds with vitamin C. This vitamin dramatically improves your body's ability to absorb minerals like iron and zinc. So the next time you toss pumpkin seeds into a salad, add a squeeze of lemon. Blend sesame into a smoothie with orange or kiwi. Even a slice of pineapple on the side can help those seeds work harder inside you. When we think about protecting our health, it is easy to imagine it has to be hard. Expensive supplements, long appointments, confusing diets. But the truth is, real change often begins with the smallest things, like seeds. Tiny, humble, easy to overlook, yet filled with the wisdom of nature and the strength your body has been quietly asking for. You do not need to change everything overnight. You do not have to become someone else. You just need to add a little bit of what is right and do it consistently. A handful of almonds, a sprinkle of sesame, a few pumpkin seeds, blended into your morning smoothie. Small, nourishing steps that slowly but surely help you reclaim the strength you thought you had lost. These seeds are not magic, but your body is. When given the right tools, even after 60, 70, or 80, it knows how to heal, how to protect itself, and how to keep going. So here is my message to you. You are not powerless. You are not too old to change, and you are definitely not too late to start. Your health journey does not have to be perfect, but it can be powerful. One spoonful, one meal, one small daily choice at a time. Take care of yourself, stay curious, and remember, you are never too old to nourish your body like it matters, because it always does.